Hey guys, so it's been a while. Sorry about my inconsistency. Just been busy with life and stuff. But just to go ahead and keep up with the trend, I wanted to go ahead and just bring y'all a video on this whole Vig and Eggy thing. And I'm not really going to speak on Vig because I'm pretty sure, everybody can agree it's pretty fucking broken. So I was more going to concentrate on Eggy and, its effect on the meta, and is it worth banning? And just the pros and cons behind that, and I have my friend Optical again with me tonight to talk about this and his opinion on it.
Yeah.
So anyway, Optical, why don't you go ahead and bring us into this?
Okay, so just a quick points on Vigoroth. It's mainly the specially defensive bulk up set. Well, it's the only set we're talking about here, as in the one being suspected. It runs bulk up, taunt, slash sub, slack off, and then your choice of typically body slam or return. Basically, it just shits on typically offensive builds.
I mean, it's just got a great matchup against like almost every play style, and if you don't have like a dedicated checker like a Ghost that can actually beat it, and it can beat Ghost, and I mean, it's really not worth talking about. Viggy's gonna go. I don't think there's a debate there to be had.
I think the main thing to know about Vig though is it just craps on offense typically, because like you really only have like either you're running a Toxic Spikes team or you're having like a dedicated Machoke slash shaky Monferno to stop it. So
true, and I mean, with the subset it can actually beat Machoke, and then I mean, but the whole thing is that it shits on stall too. It shits on balance. It shits like it's just bad.
Yeah, and speaking about offense, that brings us right to Exeggutor.
Yeah, it does.
Pretty much a mon that makes, in a lot of members of the community's opinion, that other than offense, the other playstyles aren't really viable or that good to use. I'm talking about balance, semi-stall, and even full stall.
Due to Eggy's presence in the team. Yeah. And I mean, a big thing with that is that it makes you question when you're building just let's talk about speed tiers. While Eggy is a slow breaker, it hits a certain speed where, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's underneath it if it's running max.
Exactly.
And so you start questioning, well, I mean, if I'm running this kind of bulk, can it take a hit from Eggy? I don't even think it can take a hit from Eggy, so why am I running this? And it makes you even run like rockers, not fast rockers, but like Golem, just so it can take the hit. I mean, Sleep Powder Eggy gets around Golem too. So I mean,
stuff like Fast Rose has come into popularity again.
Right, and then Fast Rose is frailer than it would have been otherwise, and so therefore it's not even really a reliable auto check anymore because 2 beams will kill it, and so this all comes into question, and that's really what it is. Just the fact that it makes you question how slow your team wants to be pushes you towards a more offensive build. Just to begin with. Not to mention that the thing is very hard to switch into. Like Volibee is wireless. And like I guess Matane, but Matane gets marked out by HP Fire, Specs HP Fire. So it's like there's like Volibee and it's wireless, and Volibee can get destroyed by like Ancient Power. Even
Ancient Power Specs is 2-hit KO.
And I think Spadef with Roxy, it's a 2-hit KO as well. Like on Spadef. So as wireless is just you have to run Rest Talk to have a reliable check, and then that's dedicated, and then you leave yourself open to a lot of setup from things like if you're running detail, if you miss the detail on Monferno, he gets the SD up, then you lose. And I mean, Zweiles is a burden on teams.
So the 3 main sets I think most people can agree on are the Life Orb, usually 3 attacks sleep set, the Spec set, and then typically a Resist Berry of 3 pops.
What? So we got Yachi, Cobra, I guess Akka on occasion, and somebody was talking about Cobra today, but I don't really see Cobra doing much for you.
The bug?
No, Cobra is flying. No, I don't think you can ever use a bug very reliably.
You just get blown by.
yeah, it's 4 times. But and I mean, it can even run like with the Sleep LO. It can be run on a Sun team too. But yeah, Eggy's just versatile, and like it's a very good mon. I don't think it's broken.
No, its ability to over centralize the PU meta and basically make certain styles not playable.
Right. And it doesn't even have to have be present on the opposing team. The whole fact of the matter is you're building with it in mind, and and you have to, because otherwise you'll just get blown back.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to revenge kill with something faster than to build a defensive answer. And another point is, like, if you have, like, I don't know, maybe a float soul to revenge kill it, or a Poniard or something like that, and they run
The resist berry.
Resist Berry, and then yeah,
So
so
then, yeah, so your supposed
Bench Killer
right
is
it's actually got lured, and now it's opened the way for Eggy to actually just do what it needs to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I mean that's just what it is. The versatility, it's an incredibly effective Pokemon. I don't think it's broken. I just inherently, I think it's just it's funny because I've never really had a problem with it, but I know that the points are valid when they say. But that's the reason why. It's because I've been pushed to run
it's
more
offensive.
offensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, although I've developed defensive answers to it to see if I could do it, and but these defensive answers don't fit on a lot of teams well, and so you're kind of running something just for the sake of running it for Eggy, and that's another centralizing factor. And so I'm gonna vote. I have 27-35, I think, in Coil. Did you even bother to get Coil this time?
Yep.
You got Coil?
Heck yeah.
I didn't know you got Coil. You didn't tell me.
I posted the other day.
Oh shit! So I didn't even know. I had no idea, man. But yeah, I'm gonna vote ban for both. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's the way I'm going. It's looking, I don't know, based on I don't know, just common beliefs. A lot of people don't think Egg is banned really just because of slow speed, and some people will even mention the multiple weaknesses, the 4 times weaknesses, but you have to consider like why your offensive teams are having as much trouble compared to like a defensive team. And
right, well, I mean, the whole thing is
yeah,
offensive
exactly.
team. The whole thing is well, okay, let's just make a final point here. The reason why nobody's having really a lot of issues with it is because it's already forcing you. Offense has always been a prevalent style in the PU meta, but I mean, Eggy just kind of just keeps it there and holds it there. There's no room for balanced teams to even come back. I mean, balance is fine right now in my opinion because Aldino's come back and we have alt as well. So I mean, there's some bulky things we just got with the mega splits. But I mean, semi-stall. But like, the whole thing is you're still at risk. You're still at risk because if you lose your check on it, and if it has coverage for your supposed check or your supposed counter to Eggy, that set has coverage, then your whole team just gets blown back because it's slower. Everything's slower. So I just that's what I'm saying. Most people run offense in PU. So the deal is they don't find themselves having trouble because, of course, it deals with Eggy better. I mean, yeah, Ninjask murders Eggy, yeah, but Ninjask isn't on every team in a balanced meta, whereas, in this fast offensive meta, Ninjask fits on a lot of teams because it has a matchup well against offense, which is what everybody's running.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, I mean, like, it's, yeah, I don't want Eggy here. I really don't. It's just complicated. Yeah. No, I know you've been saying ban eggs.
Back when we were reintroducing throw, I was like, why don't we just ban egg?
Yeah. And another thing with the throw thing is that throw was necessarily one of the reasons we kept it banned is because we were talking about how it helps balance teams, but then Eggy was present, so therefore it doesn't really help balance teams because Eggy still has a great time against throw and stuff. So, I mean, will this force people to re-look at throw? I don't know. But that was one of the main points a lot of people made, that Eggy's presence really made throw inconsequential in the meta towards helping balance teams. So I don't know. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead. I just want to make a quick video. I haven't made one in a long time, and I told y'all I would, and Optical was free, so we did this, man. But anyway, but look, this has just been a sit down with me and Optical talking about this Eggy thing. But y'all have a great night. Anyway, Optical, say bye.
All right, bye everyone, and just remember to think more about like the meta rather than just egg slow speed, making it not broken when you vote.
Right. Think about the entire thing, not just a singular Pokemon. Yeah. Anyway, y'all take it easy.